We still rolling?
It's another one.
Hey, listen, y'all. We getting ready to close out this word, man. If you just tuning in, we talked about how the Bible being used as a get-rich scheme. We talked about how these preachers is not feeding the flock. These people are starving, man, looking for that gospel. And what we're going to deal with in this word, I think we coming to you in the Ecclesiastes. I think my bro got that second Esdras 749 loaded. But before he bring that out, we're going to name this word, in these last days, we should be looking towards death and not looking towards life. I'm going to say that again because y'all going to learn something on this word. We talked about this already. In these last days, we should be looking towards death and not looking towards life. So shit is going to get real in this word because we almost out of here. So I'm going to say this to those that's watching this video, man. I'm going to ask this question. What is your purpose in life? That's what I want to know. What's your purpose in life? What do you want to accomplish? What's on your bucket list? Because this is for all of us. Could you imagine? We talked about it last week, but we're going to talk about it a little deeper as we close it out. That's for everybody watching, including ourselves. Could you imagine, though, the Lord give you a 2-week death notice? He give you a 2-week death notice. If he did, could you say to yourself, you lived the life that you want to live? If the Lord gave all of us a 2-week death notice, could we all honestly say we did what we wanted to do in this lifetime? Was you able to accomplish everything you wanted? That's a good question. 2-week death notice, right? If you got that, could you be able to say to yourself, man, well, I'm straight. I live the life I want to live. It's all good. Nah, you ain't coming up with that. Or what would you do for the next 2 weeks? Given that you got that 2-week death notice, what would you do? Yeah, y'all gonna this gonna hurt your feelings today, cause guess what, man? That unexpected death sentence, it's in the mail. Imagine getting Imagine this, bro. This for everybody down here and audience watching. Imagine getting a 2-week death notice when you expected to live another 50 years. You ain't got no health issues. Yeah. Ain't nothing going on. You expected it's about 20 something. I figure if nothing goes wrong, Lord willing, he gonna live 80 plus, easy. Same thing, Mike, 80 plus, easy. Health guru, easy, 80 plus, Lord willing. Let's just say 80 plus, and then you already looking at, man. I want, like I said, he want to be able to die with his family around him, as an old man, if possible. And then you go to the mailbox, dog. You open up the letter. Oh yeah, your ass done. What's the date? April 24th.
Yep.
May 4th. You done.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that?
Yep.
When you making plans for your kids, and the Lord like, oh, in 2 weeks you done.
You done.
Dog, think. What am I saying, man? How could you Mike? How could you process that? You couldn't, could you? Ish, how could you process that, bro?
Dog.
You couldn't. What am I saying, dude? People need to start thinking about their exit plan. You know how people say, well, man, I'm just looking forward to the future. No, ain't no future, dog. There's no future. We on our way up out of here, man. As kids, we was taught to look towards the future. But see, now that we in this world, we taught, hey, listen, we taught to look towards death, man. I'm telling you, man, because, dude, that death notice is on the way to be issued in that mailbox. Think it's junk mail if you want to. Ignore that shit. You gonna fall around and fuck. Listen, man. Let me just say this before I ask my bro to bring this word up. You could ask 1 million people, right, what they looking forward to in the next 5, 10 years. I guarantee you not one of them will say death.
No.
Not one. You be like, hey, what you see yourself doing in the next 5, 10 years? You probably gonna be like, retired or this and this and that. Now one person gonna say, oh, I see myself dead in the next 10 years.
It's funny you say that because a wise man probably gonna think about death every day.
Facts.
Yes.
That's what we had. See, these young men over here.
It shouldn't chase you off from life neither.
Right.
You should think about it like, okay,
Yeah.
I know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Because these guys in their mid-20s, So they still got, because they in the spirit now. They closer to death now because they deal with this. They closer to dying now. They better off in the world. They live longer. If that make any sense. When you deal with this,
Cause you died before you died.
yeah.
Cause cause the world and your connection with the world gonna be severed.
See that? Yeah. So what are we saying, dude? All y'all that's got plans about the future, dog, we almost about this bitch. So we looking towards death, not life. And bro, that second Esdras, 7:49, you got it?
Yep.
And then Mike, you can close it, you or Ish can close us out with that Sirach 41:3. What you got, bro? That second Esdras.
Second Esdras chapter 7 verse 49, and it reads, "For what profit is it unto us if there be promised us an immortal time, whereas we have done the works that bring death?" We don't deserve it.
Tell him again,
We don't deserve eternal life.
See that? So that's why the fuck you need to be looking towards death versus towards life, because that 2-week notice, we should have been got it.
Mm-hmm.
Say that one more time. I bring it out one more time. Listen, all you lively looking toward the future ass niggas, man.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to this second Esdras 7:49 one more time, man.
Second Esdras chapter 7 verse 49, "For what profit is it unto us if there be promised us an immortal time, whereas we have done the works that bring death?"
See that? In other words, man, all that bullshit that we done that caused us to be killed, we going to pay that bill, aka the death notice coming in the mailbox.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no long life. You can hang that up. Immortal time, aka long life, nah, dog. 2-week notice.
2 weeks.
You gonna get that 2-week notice. You'll get that before you get immortal life. So what am I saying, man? Dog, this shit is over with. Looking forward to the play out, looking forward to the society coming back to be normal, looking for the next 5 years. Nah, ain't no next 5 years. You got something, Mike? Go ahead.
Yeah, this is John chapter 12, verse 25.
Come on.
He that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto eternal.
Bro, one more time, man. That's a cold precept.
He
bro.
that loveth his life shall lose it.
Stop right there. He that loveth his life shall lose it. You see that? This shit is over. What else to say, Mike?
And he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal.
So get your ass on this side. Cause the worldly side, that shit is a wrap. Come on over here. You still getting that 2-week notice, but you gonna go to a better place though.
Yeah.
You see, because here in Milwaukee, Milwaukee, my bro what you just saw yesterday, bro?
Oh, some little young dude stressed out.
How old was he?
20.
20 years old. Him and his girl, or just him?
Him and his girl. The girl got critical.
Also, she survived.
Yeah, but that
as of now.
Right, but that 17-year-old boy up there, Sherman.
See what I'm saying?
Oh, 17.
See that?
Dog, I know what I was doing at 17.
Like I said, we should have been got the 2-week notice, man. So it ain't for us. The Lord has bestowed many years of mercy, many years of allowing us to still have life. So I'm gonna put y'all on some game for y'all, so y'all understand where me and bro at with it. We haven't accomplished everything in life that we would want to, but if the Lord gave us that 2-week notice, we wouldn't even trip. Because guess what? Will we be excited? Hell no, we ain't gonna be excited about that. But we understand this is what we signed up for. We also understand the Lord let us live from the shit we did in 89, the shit we did in 91, the shit we did in 92. He still let us live 20 plus years after that.
And he let us watch babies die. Ain't that something, man?
Last night, down the street from my mom's crib, it was a fire. Everybody survived except for 10-year-old.
Damn.
10 years old. Ain't even.
Ain't
Seen
got
nothing.
Seen nothing.
10, bro.
What about the 7-year-old girl in Chicago?
Oh yeah, yeah. See that?
It's just it's to the point now we just know that's just part of that's just black culture.
And guess what else, bro? That 7-year-old dying, the 10-year-old that just died in the fire, AKA the Lord ain't fucking around.
No.
AKA fear him at all times, man.
Ain't that crazy how we be having all these aspirations and depressions and
Yeah,
and emotions of shortcomings.
yeah.
And it's like, nigga, how old is you? That's 1 second more than you supposed to be in. It's
See that?
crazy
See
because
that?
he show all these examples of instant death.
You
Like,
see-
what did you build? So when we look at these great men who've been allowed to circle the calendar,
Con.
and it's like, dude, you didn't circle the calendar. That's bubblegum. You just so happened to be here when the calendar circled itself.
See that?
You have nothing to do with your own existence. So how can a man take credit for his own success, be it as if he cannot protect himself from death?
See?
How do you do that?
That's why I asked the question earlier. If the Lord, you went to that mailbox, and the Lord gave you that 2-week death sentence, how could you trip? Honestly,
Man.
how could you trip?
Hey, to be honest, you really kind of got a relief because at least now you know.
Yeah, that's why I say, what would you do in the next 2 weeks?
Because not knowing is almost torturous.
Yeah, because, see,
But you just, it's
Look,
like,
he just solved the question I was getting at the whole time. Say it again, bro.
dude, almost not knowing is torturous.
It is torturous. That's why I said that we serve a merciful Lord, because he'll give you warnings. He gonna give you a warning before he give you the death notice.
Yeah.
He gonna give you warnings.
Yeah.
So when you get the death notice, it's like, oh, you know, I
Yeah.
kind of knew it was coming.
Ring,
Yeah.
ring,
Yeah.
ring, ring, ring,
But-
ring, ring.
But guess what, bro? I hope y'all caught what he said, because Mike holding that Ciroc 41.3, he might got something else over there. Whatever, you
He
got
on
some.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cause you know Christ was down there depressed too. He hated it here. It's
Oh, yeah.
Proverbs 31 and 6-7.
Come.
Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those of a heavy heart.
Come.
Let him drink and forget his poverty and remember his misery no more. That's why
See?
Christ always was drinking wine.
Yeah.
David.
And you know what? It's beautiful you say that, Mike, because it's a lot of us that suffer before they die. Those that suffer, whether you in the hospice, whether you have a cancer, whatever it is, go ahead and the Bible give you that, okay, because he don't. The Bible speaks against drunkenness and overindulging in strong drink, but there is exceptions, and that's one of them. When you in pain and you about to get ready to get up out of here, you can drink that away, man. But see, I'd rather go out that way than to just go outside thinking I'm finna get in my truck and get my noodles knocked loose.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? I'd rather go out that way knowing, like what they call them people when they be cancer patients. Like when you in the fourth or fifth stage, you already know the doctor what they usually say. They tell the family, he's not gonna make it past 6 months.
Right.
And then it'll end up being a month later you gone.
Yep.
But see, at least I know now.
So I can straighten up everything.
Yeah, you gotta have
up.
you gotta have an exit. What is your
You
exit
got
plan?
instantly, you don't have no exit plan. But if you got time, you on your deathbed, you got time to talk to people and, you know.
Yeah,
It's pros and cons to both ways.
yeah. So think about it, bro. The 10-year-old last night that died in the fire. This wasn't a person that died in their sleep, like a person that just. This person died in a fire. A
Man.
10-year-old, bro. Everybody got out the house except the 10-year-old.
Man.
The 7-year-old, straight bullet. Well, we know ain't no straight bullets, but think about that. 7, bro. 7?
7.
She barely know how to even pronounce her name.
Yep.
7. Now guess what? It's also some disclaimers that come along with these young deaths. The Bible tells you, I don't know the scripture offhand, but your third and fourth generation will pay for what you did. your parents did or your grandparents, all that ties in. You know the scripture I'm talking about, where it,
Verbatim.
yeah, where the third or fourth generations feel the wrath of what you did and your wickedness. The Lord will kill the third, fourth generation for what your parents did or what you did.
Exodus somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you found it, bro?
Yeah.
What did it say?
Okay. Exodus chapter 34, verse 7. Keep mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgressions and sin, and that will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children and upon the children's children, unto the third and the fourth generation. So it's Exodus
Yeah.
34 and 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know it might be a precept to that, or it might be, but I mean, fellas, y'all can expound.
You got some precept or something?
If you go into regeneration, it's really gonna more so be you that he gonna be bringing that on. I don't know how many if they like really understand regeneration and everything, but
Con.
you
Yeah,
know,
you gonna pay the bill.
if you break down regeneration, every 3 to 4 generations in the Bible, because regeneration, what they call reincarnation, is biblical. So that's really gonna be more so you paying for your sins. That's why it talks about the final judgment, because after you die, your spirit goes back to the Most High. You receive your judgment, and you come back to live that judgment. That's why it's a verse talking about who has sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind. Because if he had how could he sin if he wasn't even born yet? You feel what I'm saying?
That's deep.
Yeah.
So he had to have sinned in his past life in order to be born in that. So in the third or fourth generation, that's really gonna be you paying for the sins that you did way back when.
That's cold, man. Listen, y'all. Beautiful. What are we saying? You still got that Sirach 41:3?
Yeah.
You can bring that, bro.
It's Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach, chapter 41, verse 3. Fear not the sentence of death. Remember them that have been not before thee, and that come after. And that, my bad, let me start that over.
Come.
Fear not the sentence of death. Remember them that have been before thee, and that come after thee. For this is the sentence of the Lord over all flesh.
See that? So we already, like my brother, he got a habit of saying it, dog. We already out of here.
Oh, yeah.
So fear not the sentence of death, man. Embrace it. That's why we look toward death and not look toward life. Because that makes more sense to us, man. The Lord has bestowed 47 years for me. I could have died as a stillborn. 47 years ago. I could have died as a little kid 40 years ago. Before I turned 10, the Lord allowed me to see 47 years, man. At any given time, when you hear about 5-year-olds getting murdered, the 7-year-olds, the 10-year-olds, here I am, 47. And these 7-year-olds, 10-year-olds ain't did none of the shit I've done. Like, I've done shit where that death notice, bro, should have been in my mailbox many moons ago.
Yeah.
So what am I saying, man? If you in your mid-20s, y'all still got time to kind of figure this thing out, man. But by the time you get 40, definitely in your mid-40s, you should be looking towards death at that point. Life is over with. But if you in your 20s, you still got time. But if you in your 40s and up.
Yeah, you better start figuring out some death moves.
Yeah. Tell them again,
You better start filling out some death moves.
Yeah. All this, well, you know what?
Shoot, I just recently, 3 years ago, got life insurance 3 years.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Once again, you better come up with your exit plan.
Once I got that, I was like, hey.
Well, you straight now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, as long as they ain't gonna have to cry about nobody throwing no debt on me.
Facts. So, what are we saying as we get ready to close this word out, man? In these last days, we should be looking towards death and not looking towards life. That's just where we at, man. People need to start thinking about their exit plan, their exit strategy. Stop looking forward towards the future. Because if you've been paying attention, I mean, let's touch on George Floyd as we close out. You saw what happened to him last year. a man stood on his neck for 9 minutes, and the Lord allowed the whole world to see that. Now, we're not speaking on that from a flesh. We speaking on that from the spirit. Now, it looked like the white dude had his neck and killed him, but nah, that ain't who killed George Floyd. Who killed him, huh?
The Lord.
That's who killed him.
The death angels.
So your boy was in court and he got charged for it, but trust me, oh, he didn't put that work in.
Yeah.
The Lord's signature was on that.
Yeah.
So what am I saying, man? Fear him at all times. And at the same time, count your blessings. At the same time, thank the Lord every time he bestow another minute, another hour, another day in your life. Because where we live here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, somebody lose their life every day here.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it's a car accident, whether it's a gunshot, whether it's a drug overdose, whatever it is, somebody's out of here. And you ain't got to do nothing. You can just be sitting in your house chilling and you can get killed. It don't have to be a certain scenario because the Lord already know how he's going to kill you. So what am I saying to y'all as we get ready to close out this word? I'm preaching death today because that's where we at. We're out of here. And the more you come to grips that you're closer to dying than living, you're going to be all right. But if you in here thinking you finna live it up, tell them, hey, them days is over with. Listen, all you got to do, go to your mailbox. It might be something in there from the Lord for you today. Since you want to look forward to bigger and better things, okay. Once again, as we close out, I'm going to ask my bro and I'm going to ask Mike. Mike, you go home Monday. You get off work Monday. There's a mail. You got a letter in the mail, big brown envelope, pretty ribbon on it, everything. Your name on it. The sender name ain't on it, but when you open it up, it tell you 2 weeks from today, your ass is done in the building with the Lord's signature on it. Do you tell anyone? Do you think it's a prank? What's your immediate reaction if you could think of one once you open the envelope and see that?
Sending up prayers.
That's all you can do.
That's honest. That's honest.
It's my time.
Now we gonna ask the son. You get off work, you had a hard day work, man. You just got your car painted, you know what I'm saying? You got the wheels like and then your dad say, son, some mail on the table for you. Look like you fired some bullets or something you ordered. And you open up that letter and it says, hey man, it's been real. But in 2 weeks, your ass is cooked. Are you gonna tell anybody, or you gonna think it's a prank? How do you process that, bro?
It's unbelievable. Am I really out of there?
Hey, now look, I'm gonna let my bro close this out, so I'm gonna give you my reaction. I get that letter, I'm going to be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed. Not because I got the notice. I'm gonna be pissed because I'm like, damn, I should have knew this was coming and I should have expected it. We don't supposed to be surprised when we get the 2 week notice. We supposed to get that notice and be like, Lord, you know what? I knew it was coming. I knew it. I knew I didn't want to face it, but I knew it because we understand the Lord have bestowed 40 plus years upon us. So when I get that 2 week notice, man, I'm not gonna be excited. I'm gonna be like, damn, it's really finna go down. Now that I know this finna go down, guess what I'm gonna do the next 2 weeks? I'm gonna try to pay down all the debts that I can to the Lord. I'm gonna try to right all my wrongs. I'm gonna try to reach out to everybody that meant something to me and let them know like, hey, it's all love. I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me. I don't want nobody to be sad.
Because they coming.
Right. None of that. I want to make sure think about it.
Oh,
bro.
they coming.
Yeah. Everybody
You
get
know,
notice.
people be sad at funerals. You
Yeah.
you really think, well, oh shit, Am I sad for them or me?
You better be sad for yourself. Cause your ass, you going to the dance.
You going?
You going?
No,
to
have
the
you
dance.
ever seriously? You be like, am I sad for them or me? Cause it's really the same thing.
Yeah. Matter of fact,
You're
bro,
really sad because you know you're fucked.
bro. Let me tell you something. Why all
And
of
you
y'all?
watching somebody that you love be
and,
fucked.
and I'm glad that you brought that up, bro. Because moving forward, anybody that watched this video and you go to a funeral anytime this year, if you're blessed enough to go to the car, you know how they go up and look in the casket, you know, say your last goodbye. The next time you go to the coffin and say your last goodbye, you need to, when you look in there, guess what you should be saying to yourself? Shit, I'm about to be right in that bitch too.
Right. You gotta see yourself in
Shit.
it. You gotta visualize
Yeah.
yourself in there.
Yeah,
Like, man, not too bad. Don't put no suit on me, and I don't want
Yeah.
to be in no church neither.
yeah.
But I really don't go to funerals like that no more because I don't see the necessariness
Yeah.
of them. Let
Yeah.
the dead bury the dead pretty much. I go to thug funerals is off. I ain't doing thug no more.
Right. So, listen, man, I get that 2-week notice. Listen, long as my closest family members is good, my bro good, man, I'm straight. My closest loved ones, as long as they good. If something happened to me, my youngest daughter, 19, she's gonna be financially straight, like straight. I already got a will and trust set up, all that, so I'm good. All I would want to do at that point, when I get that notice, bro, is reach out to everybody. If I ever wronged anybody, I don't care who it is, I want to try to find y'all and just be like, hey man, let me get that off my bucket list and pay down all my debts to the Lord. And after that, bro, guess what? I'm gonna just live it up the rest of them 2 weeks like
Nigga.
everything's sweet.
Nigga, I'm gonna take the COVID test and go die in Jamaica.
That's gonna be if you get your 2-week notice. If you get your 2-week notice in the mail, what's gonna be your reaction and your how you gonna process
No,
that?
I can't do that. But I don't know how he would want me. If he's telling me he's gonna kill me in 2 weeks, it'd be like, damn, I ain't take the mark of the beast. So I could take the vaccine, the test, and die in Jamaica.
Yeah.
That's probably what I would do.
Yeah. So, what are we saying, y'all? Death ain't as bad as y'all think it is. It's only bad because it's the end and you figure that, you know, you didn't get to do a lot or this and that. You got to understand something, man. In this world that we live in, we were taught as kids to always look towards the future. That was the wrong thing that was taught to us. Now that we are in tune with this, as kids, we should have been taught to always look towards death. Why? Ain't this little kids that's dying, bro? Little kids get killed too. So every day that we're living, we're dying, y'all. From the time that we were born, all the way up until today, we've been dying. Y'all ain't know that, did y'all? You ain't been living, you've been dying. For 47 years, I've been dying. You dig what I'm saying? I ain't lived not one day. I've been dying the whole time. But you don't know that until that final clock. You dig what I'm saying? So what am I saying? I don't fear death like I used to. I embrace it now because I understand you can't get around it. This is we came into the world dying. So if you have children, obviously you want to make sure your kids is good. You know, my bro gonna make sure his kids is good. The Wiz is good. His brother and sisters and his moms and everybody good. After that, he's straight. I already know. I know part of his exit strategy already. This is a simple one. It's real simple. He told you he want to be able to be around his family when he clock out. That's noble too, man.
Man, listen, 2 weeks. Honestly, I'll be riding the mountain bike around the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Cause I know I can go into the worst neighborhoods on that bike and not die. Cause I got 2 weeks.
Right.
So I'm gonna be doing some risky shit.
I
I ain't gonna do no wicked risky shit.
Right.
But man, if I look and be like, man, I'm going over there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride a bike through Trenchtown in Jamaica.
Right.
And be talking to everybody. Well, what's up, bro? They gonna be trying to scare me. I'll be like, bro, yeah.
You don't even know.
Alright, I don't even know. You can't kill me if you wanted to. I got 2 weeks. So I'm gonna mosey on through.
Now, guess what, bro? As we close out, man, I'm going to turn it over to my bro. Y'all heard everything we said about death and embracing it. You get that 2-week notice. In the final hour of that 2-week notice, the Lord decides, you know what? I'll let the nigga live a little longer.
I'm like, you made me blow all my money.
But see, we talked about it last week.
That was a joke.
We talked about it last week. What we say? The Lord can change whatever He wants.
Yeah, you can flip it.
Definitely cashing
He,
out.
you feel what I'm saying?
Be like, dog, now I'm hungry.
Then guess what, Mike? In the final hour of your 2 weeks getting ready to die, the Lord be like, you stupid motherfucker. I could have been killed you. Why would I give you a 2-week notice? I could have been killed you.
Right.
You see what he
Be
did?
like, I'm glad. You better be glad you didn't do a whole bunch of wicked shit.
But you see that? You preparing for your death, and the Lord looking like, you know what, man? I'm gonna go on and extend it, because you took the notice. You took the notice for what I say I was gonna do to you. Just because you took heed and you understood who I was, you know what, man? I'm gonna extend you out, man. I hope you ain't spend no money, but I'm gonna extend you out. Look what happened with Isaac. He told him to Abraham. He told him to put Isaac on the grill. And because he followed through, the Lord was like, oh, okay, you straight. See? Y'all didn't see that coming, did y'all? Yeah. The Lord can always change his mind. But we ain't going into it like he gonna change his mind. But bro, could you imagine you done went to Jamaica? You in your final
Blew every
hour.
penny I had. Down there eating jerk chicken and taking Advil. Cause I'm like, I don't really care about.
Through the
Dog,
roof.
you
Yeah, cause I'm gonna be chewing
Bro.
the hell out that meat.
You in your final hour, right?
Yeah.
And then you realize the expiration has passed and you still living. What do?
I'm gonna be looking dumb as hell.
Do you ask the
I
Lord
might
like,
become
did
one
you?
of them locals now. I can't afford to go back home.
You know what I'm saying?
Bush.
So, dude, like I said, man, you gotta love this church, bro, cause come on, man, we just giving y'all real life shit that you ain't gonna get nowhere else. Imagine that, bro. In the final hour of your 2 weeks, man, the Lord tap you on the shoulder and be like, boy, you better get your ass back to Milwaukee. I got work for you
I'm
to do.
sick with it, like, man.
Yeah, I got work for you and Ish to do.
Right, down there happy you was finna get up out of here.
Nah, but you see, could you? That's crazy, ain't it?
Bro, cats.
Dog, you done gave up all your shit. You done sold your house, all that. You done sold everything. And the Lord, like, I ain't tell you to do none of that. I told you to get your exit strategy together for the next 2 weeks so I can clip your ass.
I ain't tell you when. I just told you to be ready in the next 2 weeks.
See? Hey, can he do that?
Yeah, he can flip it on you.
So listen, man. Hey, listen, man. Hey, dude. I hope y'all, you sincere brothers and sisters, man, was edified by this word, but real rap, y'all. This is real. That 2 week notice. Expect the Lord to go and follow through on that. He can change it if he won't, and I showed you he can change it because that's just what he does. But don't go into it thinking he gonna change his mind, because he could have already killed you before he gave you the notice. What are we saying, man? Fear the Lord. Start looking at life going towards your death versus going towards life. You're gonna live a whole lot better.
If you a black man at 50 and you still see life with promise,
He's
you
done.
the fool.
Yeah. Say that one more time.
If you a 50-year-old black man and you see the life with promise, you the fool.
Yeah.
Now you might have some years left,
Yeah.
but them years is just to see how many more times you gonna sin.
Yeah. Yeah.
He letting you drag along just to count to see how many more times you just gonna be a nigga.
I'm gonna show y'all this, Mike. We got the camera, right?
Yeah.
You got that plug over there? The plug in the wall. If you're 50 years old and you still chasing dreams, want the big house, the big car, You think life is worth something? You step out your house tomorrow morning, what the Lord can do to you, bro?
You gotta do it again so I can zoom in.
You step out your house. You 50 plus years old. You think life is sweet. You looking forward to your best years of your life. As soon as you step outside to begin your journey the very next day, what the Lord can do to you, huh? Pull the plug on your fool ass. That's who we serve, y'all. We serve the Lord at any given second. He can pull the plug, man. He pulling the plug on newborns. He pulling the plug on 7-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 15-year-olds. He who is 50, you 50, dude. The Lord gets down. One more time, man. What do he do, man? What do he do? Let me break this down. I'm gonna do this in slow motion. I'll do this one in slow motion, man. Listen, man. The Lord does not fuck around, dog. If you think that you got more life than death, this is what the Lord gonna do to you as soon as you think it's sweet. Pay attention. This is the Lord reenactment of it. He's taking his time on your ass. Look at that. See that? Look at that. The Lord
God, these
the Lord
in slow time, your lip be way up here, but in real time, it's normal life like that.
The Lord got a sense of humor too. He can do that in slow motion.
Yep.
So what am I saying, man? Keep thinking it's a game, dog, man.
Listen, if you ever, I've been in a car accident, but I haven't been in a really bad one. Nigga, time really slow down. You be like, oh shit. You see it.
You see everything.
Yeah, I've been in a motorcycle crash. You see it. You like, damn.
It's finna go down.
Yeah, you don't know. It's this weird window.
Yep.
Like, it's almost like to me, it's where he knew he fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You be like, oh man.
And you know what, bro? It's funny you should say that. I was in the
scared
car.
of ladders.
I was in a car accident, and the Lord allowed me to see it at the last second. He allowed me to see it happen. All I could do was just embrace it. I couldn't even like do nothing but be like, damn, it's here. Bam!
Yeah.
That he give you that split second to see it finna happen, and that's it. And life is the same way. He'll give you a split second, and before you know it, your ass is done.
It's almost like, I hate to say it, but at 50 years old, guess what you start realizing? You start smiling because you like, the Lord tricked us. He put us in the testing booth.
Yep.
And let somebody lie to us and tell us it was called life.
Yep.
But it was a testing center.
That's all it was.
I'm gonna put you in this testing center. You ain't gonna know it's a testing center. Hopefully by the time you get out, you realize you've been fucked over and it was not even life, it was a testing center.
Yeah.
So get prepared to die, and then maybe I got some life for you. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Facts.
Cause bro, think about it. Look at this dastardly shit. How could this be everything and we gon' just disappear and die forever? No, man, we gonna be dead longer than we alive.
See
so
that?
what count more, your life or your death?
See?
Your death gotta count more than your life because you're gonna be dead more than you alive.
That's why in
Plus,
Ecclesiastes.
why did your body stop moving? That's
Right.
another thing people don't be paying attention to. Your body had to stop moving for a reason.
Right. I'm gonna as we
Something
close
left.
out. Yeah. As we get ready to
What
close
left?
out, I'm gonna get that Ecclesiastes
The
too.
spirit left.
Come.
The
Yeah.
body, the spirit stayed. The body died.
Come. Yeah. Ecclesiastes 7:3, or is it 7:1? It talks about it's better. Man, I got the 16:11. That mug looking funny to me right now. Ecclesiastes. Oh, you got it? Cause I might got the camera. Anybody can grab. Oh yeah, Mike got
What's
it.
the scripture?
Ecclesiastes 7:1, I believe. Is it
A good man, a good name.
the deaf one? It might be
Or better to go into the house of mourning.
day of birth. Day of death is better than day of birth. Is that Job?
That's
Or is that Ecclesiastes?
You talking about when he said, "Cursed be the day I was born"? Or?
Well, I know
The day of death.
there's one that it says your day of death is better than your day of birth. Because that just lines
Yeah,
up
here you
with,
go.
you got it?
Yup, Ecclesiastes 7 verse 1. A good name is better than fine perfume, and the day of death is better than the day of birth.
That just speaks into what you were saying
That's
earlier.
my fault. Yeah, it's the same one. Precious ointment, same thing, King James.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes 7:1.
Yep.
That just goes into what you were saying earlier about death. Your death is better than your day of birth, man.
Yep.
So all you birthday celebrating niggas know the day that you out of here trumps that. You got something, Mike? You working on the precept?
It's in.
Yeah, when Mike gonna pull this precept, man, then hey, the boss of this camp, man, gonna close us out, man. But listen, y'all, I hope I didn't, mess your mood up today. Those that's looking forward to life and all the great things. Hey, do that. But just keep in the back of your mind that while you out in enjoying these enchantments and making these future plans, just know at any given second, my brother already told you how the Lord gets down. He pulled that plug like that. So just be mindful. On your way to Jamaica, you might not make it. He might pull the plug while you in the air, or he might pull the plug soon you open your mouth, you're ready to open that steak, you have a heart attack. Right at the table. Just know that he can do that to you. Long as you understand that, you good. What you got the precept?
Jeremiah 20 verse 14. Cursed be the day wherein I was born. Let not the day wherein my mother bare me be blessed.
See, Jeremiah, guess what his attitude was? If I'm out this bitch, I'm out this bitch.
Yeah.
Let's get to it, man. And that's where we at. So, hey, man, any issue or Mike, y'all got anything close on there? My man's over here, fresh off work. He ain't tired. He tied. T-I-D-E. Tied. Not tired. Tied. T-I-D-E. I ain't not T-I-E-D. T-I-D-E. Tied. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm at the boss, man. This is the elder, the person that put this church together, the person that's responsible for this church even being going. For almost 10 years, man. I'm going to turn it over to him and allow him to do the honors of closing us out, man.
Lord, excuse me. All praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Shalom to all the Akwaf and Akim. Thank you for your mercy and grace. Keep pushing. Shalom.
Shalom.